Slang. Let's talk about office slang. All right, I think you hit the button, so we'll begin today's live stream. Welcome back, Internet. Hello, students, Internet students. Welcome back to our weekly live stream. As always, today's topic is going to be office slang. So I've prepared a few different, actually quite a lot of vocabulary words to talk about today. So I hope we can get through it all. I hope I didn't prepare too much, but we have a lot to talk about today. So let's get started. First, I want to review while we wait for everybody, while we wait for Facebook and YouTube to come up. I want to review a couple of points. First, if you joined us last week, maybe you remember that we talked about using gossip expressions. We talked about like how to introduce exciting information, or we talked about how to respond to people's gossip and so on. So I want to, oh good, Facebook is up. Okay, great. So I want to kind of review that. So in preparation for today's live stream, my example of using this, I used the expression, guess what, that we talked about last week, because guess what? And then I said, I'm going to use this tweet as a review for today's live stream. So guess what is an expression we talked about last week that we use to introduce exciting information. So if you missed it, you can check out last week's live stream on the YouTube channel or the Facebook page. Okay, but anyway, I see a lot of people in the Facebook and YouTube chat. Hi, everybody. I see a lot of new names, actually. Wichai from Thailand. Eduardo from Guatemala. Hi. Rafael, hello as always. And in Facebook, Saito Rieko. Hi, I'm good. How are you? Lei Miro. Hi. Wow, a lot of new names I don't see. Oh, Masaya, hello. I recognize you. As you join, also, please make sure to hit the like button, as you saw there. Please, please, please like and share the video. Super helpful. Okay, let's go back to, the topic for today, if you are just joining, is office slang, but we're going to wait maybe one more minute before we begin. Aha, we do, we have a thumbnail for today, workplace slang. Very nice. This looks kind of like a workplace, I guess, today. That's good. But we're going to wait just a couple more minutes before we begin. I want to mention someone asked a question last week. Someone, Lok Jia Hui, asked on Facebook last week about gossip. Can I just say, you know what? You know what? So like to introduce something, you can say that. You can say, you know what? To introduce a topic for gossip. So yes, that's fine. Okay. Oh, El Salvador. Hi, Kevin from El Salvador. Yeah, good. And from Dominican Republic, hello. Egypt as well, hello. And Brazil, too. From Syria, wow. There are a lot of people like that I don't recognize. That's great. Welcome, everybody. All right. We'll get into, I guess, today's topic then. We're about 3 minutes in. So, office slang, okay? We're cool? All right, so office slang for today. So today, for today's lesson, I prepared kind of 3 categories for slang to talk about today. So the first category is initialisms. Maybe you remember, we talked about it in the internet slang live stream that we did. We talked about initialisms. So I'm going to introduce some office initialisms that you can use. So that's going to be category number 1 for today. Number 2 is going to be expressions you can use for like when you're communicating with your colleagues. So like not decision making, but expressions that you can use to talk about your opinions kind of, and how to like contact each other. And then third, we're going to talk about some decision-making expressions you can use. So I want to kind of talk about many different topics for today. I think someone in the chat says, tell us about perfect tense, present perfect tense. Check the YouTube channel. There are videos about present perfect tense already on the YouTube channel. So please check that out if you have a question. All right, but let's begin. Let's begin then with the first category for today. So the first category as I said, is initialisms. Initialisms. So remember, initialisms are words like we talked about in the internet slang live stream, like BRB, for example, be right back. They're words that we read as the letters. We don't read them as a word. So let's, can I tilt the monitor up? Yes, I can, a bit. Is that okay? Okay, better? Cool, okay. So let's begin. Oh, so you can see my fancy hair. I see the producer is giving me tips. Okay, my fancy hair is all over the place today. All right, let's get into the first set of initialisms for today. So I have two. Maybe you already know these two. They are B2B and B2C. B2B and B2C. So these words mean business to business and business to consumer. So if a company supplies like a product or a service to other businesses and or to like consumers, meaning like just regular people who use products and use services, they might use these initialisms to talk about like strategies, to talk about planning, and so on. So B2B and B2C are two very common kind of initialisms that we see at work, at the workplace. So these are the first two. Pretty easy to understand, I think. B2B, B2C. So it doesn't actually mean like two of something. It's just referring to this two here, but we read it that way. So that is the first one. The second initialism I want to talk about, maybe you already know this one, is ROI. ROI, this one here, ROI. So this is when return on investment. ROI means return on investment. And this is an expression that means how much benefit comes back to a company after putting like money into a project, after putting money into something. So the return here, so return meaning come back, is the money or the benefit that you receive from an investment. So by putting money into a project, into a product or something like that, the return there is the amount of money or like the benefit, something that you receive from your investment. But we use ROI to talk about that. Your return on investment, ROI. All right. Then our last initialism today, I think though, is one you can use in many different situations. It's not only for the workplace, actually. I use this a lot, even just with my friends. It's really useful for texting too, but you might see this in like, well, let's introduce it first. You might see this in many different places. This is ETA. ETA means estimated time of arrival. Estimated time of arrival. So estimated means a guess. To estimate means guess, but estimate sounds a little bit more formal than guess, and maybe a little more precise than guess. Time is like the time that you do something. And then arrival. So we see the root here, arrival. The base form is arrive. So to be somewhere, like to go somewhere, to get to your destination, to arrive somewhere. So an ETA, estimated time of arrival, means your guess for the time at which you will arrive somewhere or when a product will arrive somewhere. So this is an expression we can use for goods, for products, for data. We can use it for people as well. I use estimated time of arrival, ETA, to talk about my ETA when I'm meeting a friend, for example. So I want to use this for our first viewer question for today. So for you then, think about your ETA at the next place you are going to go. So here's our first question for today. So what is your ETA, your estimated time of arrival at the next place you're going? So for example, my ETA at the airport, so this is the place, my ETA at the airport is 5 o'clock. So here is the time. And the first space will be your location. So my ETA at the office is 4 o'clock. Producer says her favorite ETA is in the nick of time. In the nick of time means just in time, like just before something happened. In the nick of time. AKA giddy giddy. Yes. Yeah. All right. So, what is your ETA at the next place you're going? So, like, I could say today, like, my ETA at the office is 8:45, for example, or my ETA at the office is 10:55, for example. So, what is your next ETA? Yes, good point from the producer. This is something you provide this information before you arrive. So if, for example, like you're texting your friend and you're trying to give your friend information about what time you're going to arrive, you send this sentence to your friend before you arrive somewhere. So my ETA is blah, blah, blah. Nice. Okay, it's coming in on YouTube. My ETA at the office my ETA at the office is 10 minutes. Good, close. However, estimated time of arrival. Time there, the time part means specifically what time. We're looking for a specific time. So some people are saying, my ETA at school is 8. Perfect. My ETA at home is 6:35. Perfect. My ETA at school is 7 a.m. Nice. On Facebook, Roberto, my ETA at my job is 7:30. Perfect. Nice. Back on YouTube, Guillerme, my ETA at the meeting is 8 o'clock. Perfect. My ETA at the shopping center is 7:30. Nice. Okay. Let's see. So be careful. Make sure this is a time, a specific time, not a length of time, not 2 hours or 4 hours or 10 minutes. This should be a time, 2 o'clock, 3:30, 5 o'clock. So my ETA at this place is time. So please make sure to use a time, a specific point in time, not a length of time, All right. Nice. Okay, I think you guys are getting it. My ETA at the school is 8:30 a.m. Nice. My ETA is at 8. Sharp. Someone used Augzi Chavez. I'm not sure how to say your name. That person in the YouTube chat, maybe if you're watching on YouTube, you can take a look at the chat. But if you're watching on Facebook, they use the expression 8 o'clock sharp. This is nice for ETAs, I suppose. Sharp. Here, sharp means like precisely, exactly. So 8 o'clock sharp. I'll be there at 8 o'clock sharp means right at 8 o'clock. So that's quite a nice natural expression to use. So I'll be there for sure. Nice one. Okay. All right. You guys have got it. My ETA at my Japanese class is 8. Good. My ETA at my job is 9. Perfect. Sounds good. All righty. Great. I think you guys have the ETA thing down. So let's take a break then. If you are just joining us, please make sure to hit the like button on Facebook and on YouTube. But today's topic, as we are discussing, is office slang, work slang. So words and expressions you might hear at your job in the kind of business in business settings. So this week we want to focus on we have always some free stuff for you guys who are watching. So this week we're focusing in on the business and work free PDF file. So if you would like to practice some more business and work vocabulary in English, please check this business and work PDF. You can download this for free from the website. There's a link below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook. If you download this, it's a PDF file, so you can save it to your computer and you can check it offline. But this is basically a vocabulary, kind of a bonus vocabulary sheet, I guess. So if you know you need to practice some business and work expressions and some questions also. There are some questions you can use on this worksheet or on this this reference sheet. So take a look at that. That could be a really good resource for kind of filling in some gaps in your vocabulary, especially for work and for business. Okay. Good. So please check that. The link is below the video on YouTube, above the video on Facebook. Okay. Could I repeat the thing about next time? I'm not sure. Next time? I'm not sure. Can you be specific? Your comment? I'll try to answer. All right, but yes, ETA was estimated time of arrival. Also, if you missed some point earlier in the broadcast, remember you can watch this after the video is live, and you can change the speed as well if you want to slow it down a little bit. All right, but welcome back. Yes, if you're just joining, today's topic is office slang. Office slang. So let's go to category 2 for today. Yeah, office slang is workplace slang. Let's go to category 2 for today. So the second category of words for today that I prepared is kind of about communication. So let's take a look at the next one. The next expression is, here we'll see it in just a second, to give a heads up. To give a heads up means to notify someone, means to give someone information, like to give them new information, a small piece of information. So just a heads up. This is an example pattern for how to use this. Just a heads up, I'll be out of the office tomorrow. Or just a heads up, there's no live stream next week. That's not true. There's a live stream next week. Sorry. There is a live stream next week. Sorry. So just a heads up is a way to quickly give someone information. So yeah, just a heads up, the meeting time changed. Or just a heads up, we're going for lunch in an hour. Do you want to come? So this is like something you can use for quick, short information. Quick, short information. Armando, you can check what ETA means if you watch the video back. ETA, estimated time of arrival. So just a heads up. You can kind of imagine though, like here, the expression is head, like your head, up. So if you imagine someone sitting at a desk working, maybe their head is down, but when you give them the information, their head comes up for a short period of time. It's like a heads up. Just a heads up. Always just a heads up. Means just to notify someone of something. Yeah, Kevin, nice example. Just a heads up, or just to give you a heads up. No classes tomorrow. Okay, so that's one. That's our first kind of communication expression. Then let's go to the next one. The next one is really about, is very, very communicative, very business. This is kind of a businessy expression. Let's take a look. It is to reach out. To reach out. So to reach out, this is especially used in like business emails. And like other kind of more formal correspondence. You might see it in a formal letter. To reach out means to contact someone or to communicate with someone. But I feel this is an expression we tend to use for like an introduction. So if you are, for example, proposing an idea, or you're trying to make the first contact with someone, you can use this expression. So here's a sample pattern. So I'm reaching out to you to blah, blah, blah. So I'm reaching out to you to see if you would be interested in this project. Or I'm reaching out to you to see if you can contact such and such person. So here the phrase or the verb reach out is used. So it sounds like, imagine like you're kind of reaching to that person. Maybe you're trying to contact someone, but through your words. So like for a proposal or for an introduction or something. So to reach out means to contact someone. I'm reaching out to you to blah, blah, blah. So trying to contact you, to contact or communicate with someone. All right, so this is quite a common one for emails especially. All right, let's go to another expression then. A different one for communication though, but actually I used this in last week's live stream when I didn't know the name of a singer. I didn't know there was a singer called the weekend. I didn't know. And I used this expression last week. Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know that was a singer. It was hilarious. I know, shoku, but like, let's look at the expression. So last week, the expression I used was out of the loop. Out of the loop. So out of the loop is an expression we use when we are missing information everyone else has. So in this example from last week, everybody around me, everybody knew who the weekend was, but I didn't know who the weekend was. So a loop is like a circle, yeah? So here's a loop. Imagine this is information. This is the information. Everyone in your team has the information. However, if you are missing information, so here's me, you are out of the loop. You're out of the loop, meaning you don't have the information. You don't know something. So you can use out of the loop. I'm out of this circle of information to mean I'm missing something. I don't understand something. So in my case, last week, I said I'm out of the loop about the weekend. So I had no idea about the weekend. But at work, you can use this as well. So for example, if your coworkers forget to CC you on an email, you can say, I'm out of the loop about the project, for example. Or I'm out of the loop about the meeting plans, for example. So out of the loop means missing information about something. Out of the loop. So out of the loop about something. Okay, good. So I want to go to our last communication related vocabulary word. Very common. I almost tweeted this in my reminder tweet this morning, but I didn't. I wanted to explain it instead. So the last one I want to talk about is to touch base. To touch base. To touch base means to have a short check-in, like a check-in meeting with someone else. So touch base. Base, you can imagine, base comes from like baseball. If you've seen baseball, it's that square thing. So the player touches the base, kind of. You can imagine that, or you can imagine this as like a home base, like a headquarters. So you're coming to meet with like your home team, or you're coming to like a safe place, sort of. You're checking in together at this safe place with someone. So we use the expression to touch base to mean to have a short check-in with someone. So here's a very common pattern, a common way to use this. Let's touch base about something. So here is your topic. What do you want to check in about? So let's touch base about our new product, or let's touch base about the status of your proposal, for example. Let's touch base about your contract. I don't know. So something you want to have a short check-in meeting about. Touch base. Let's touch base. So this is our next viewer question for you. All right, so please think about the next person you need to touch base with. Who do you need to have a short check-in meeting with? So for example, I need to touch base with our video team about videos. So what do you need to touch base, or sorry, whom do you need to touch base, or who do you need to touch base with? Sorry, I need to touch base with my manager about my project, or I need to touch base with my team about our proposal, for example. I need to touch base with my landlord about a construction project, for example. So please explain, who is the next person you need to touch base with? Yeah, Azar, touching base is kind of a strange expression, yeah? To touch base. But it's very common in planning and business, and you can use it outside the office as well. Cherie says, let's touch base about our chalk. About chalk? What do you need to talk about with chalk? Okay, grammatically correct. Grammatically correct. So, Hatem says, let's touch base with Alicia about her feelings. My feelings. I feel a bit warm right now. I feel a bit warm. This room is quite warm. It's a little hot in here. Yeah. Okay. Good. Junior. Nice. Hey, Junior. Welcome back. I saw your message too. Yeah. I need to touch base with my coach about the next game. I need to touch base with my friend about homework. I need to touch base with my boss about the new English book. Hi, Taylor. I need to touch base with my team about the future of my company. I need to touch base with Alicia about my English improvements. I need to touch base with the engineering team. Wow. Suddenly, just a rush of example sentences on YouTube. Perfect. These are perfect. I need to touch base with my boss about my paycheck. Oh, good luck. Good luck with that. Nice. Great example sentences, you guys. Fantastic. Okay, sounds good to me. So touch base. Touch base means to have a short check-in meeting with someone. Okay. Let's take a break. I've got the giggles this morning. Let's take another break. If you missed it, because today's topic is office slang, workplace slang, we do, as always, have some free stuff. Of course, if you have not, please make sure to like the video. Please hit the like button. It helps other people to find the video. But as we talked about earlier, if you missed it, this week, of course, we have our free PDFs for you guys, but we want to focus in and remind you about the business and work-related cheat sheet. So if you're missing any vocabulary relating to business, relating to work, as we're talking about today, you can check this PDF. You can download this for free. You can save it to your computer, and you can take it on your phone or your tablet, of course your computer as well. But this PDF has vocabulary words, phrases you can use, also some useful questions you can use at work as well. So if you want to practice some more business-related words, please take a look. Please go download this. It's free. It's in the link below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook. So please check that out. You can find that for free on our website. Okay, let's finish up today. So we'll go to the last category for office slang today. Again, if you have not, please make sure to like the video. Helps so that other people can come join us too. All right, let's continue. So I said our third category for today would be expressions we use for making decisions. So some kind of opinion-related things. So let's take a look. I think I have maybe 4 expressions I want to talk about. So we'll go quickly then. Let's look at the first one. The first expression is no-brainer, a no-brainer. So no-brainer means it's a choice that's so easy, something that is so easy, there's no need to think about it. It's such an easy thing to decide. This is a no-brainer. So for example, someone says like, here, would you like some free money? You can say, oh my gosh, yes, of course. That's a no-brainer. Or this is a no-brainer. So a no-brainer, it's an easy choice. It's so easy, I don't have to think. A no-brainer decision. So very easy choice. So at work, when you are presented with a really nice proposal or there's a really easy decision to make, this is a no-brainer. You can use this. This is a no-brainer. Let's do it, for example. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is also quite common outside of work, outside of business. It is a win-win, a win-win. A win-win is a situation or a plan where all parties, so here I've used parties. This doesn't mean like party. Party, this is also a word we use to mean like groups in a business situation. So like company A and company B, we could like that's one party and another party. So we use party to mean groups or like organizations or companies. So, A win-win. A win-win is a situation or a plan where all parties or where everybody benefits. So there's something good. A benefit means there's something good for everybody in the situation. So a win-win situation. So like, for example, maybe, I don't know, you guys can watch a free live stream on the internet and we get to make a cool video. So it's a win-win situation. Everybody wins in some way. So a win-win situation means everything, or rather something is good for everybody involved in the situation. Alrighty, that's one. All right, let's go to, sorry, we're going quick, we're out of time, but the next one I want to talk about is game changer. A game changer. Dun, dun, dun. A game changer. Game changer is interesting. Game changer can mean a positive or a negative thing. But the key here with game changer is it's a new situation or a decision that changes an agreement or changes your approach to a project. So this is some new thing that happens or some new decision, and it changes your approach. It changes your plans for something. So, but it's like a big change, something significant. So here's an example. The CEO of our competitor, so the competing company, the CEO of our competitor is stepping down. Stepping down means leaving his or her job. To step down means to leave your job. So the CEO of our competitor is stepping down. This is a game changer. So this means this is a big change. This introduces a big change in our plans. So here's one example. This is how we use game changer, something, a big change that causes you to change your thinking as well. All right, I have to go quickly, so let's go to our last point for today. Our last one for today. Lots of hyphenated things here. The last one for today is a deal breaker. A deal breaker. So deal means agreement. Deal means agreement. Sorry. Deal means agreement, and to break means like to stop that thing. So remember an expression like break the law, for example? It means like to go against something. It means like to cut something or not do something correctly, to make a mistake, sort of. So a deal breaker is like an agreement stopper, I guess you could say. So this is a situation or a decision that ends an agreement or ends a relationship. So we can use this in business. Yes, we can use this at work. We can also use this in like interpersonal relationships, like a romantic relationship, or even searching for a product, like trying to buy a new car or trying to find a new apartment, for example. Some situation or some decision that you think, no, there's no way, I can't forgive this, or this is impossible for me to deal with. That's a deal breaker. So here's an example. His resume looks good, but he has a lot of negative reviews from former employers, so previous bosses. So that's a deal breaker. So here, that's refers to these negative reviews, this situation. He has many negative reviews, so that's a deal breaker. So we're going to decide not to choose this person for the job. So a deal breaker. So something that means, oh no, I'm definitely not doing that. All right. So that's our last one for today. I wanted to use this to ask you guys a question about what would be a deal breaker for you. But maybe you can send that in the comments and I can choose some interesting ones to introduce next week. Yeah, but I don't think we have time. So, right? Nope. Yeah. Okay. So we'll pass on the question. But if you like, you can send a comment along. Yeah. For you, maybe what would be a deal breaker for you. Oh, someone has a good one already. Muksa says, my girlfriend stopped responding to all my messages. That is a deal breaker. Oh, that's pretty legit. Legit means legitimate, like true or genuine. So like if your boyfriend or your girlfriend ignores your messages or something or doesn't respond to your messages, that's pretty fair. That's a deal breaker, you know? Yeah, that would bother me. I hate it when people ignore my messages. Drives me nuts. So nice one. Nice example. So if you have some other examples, yeah, send them along and I'll check the comments after the live stream and gather some good ones to introduce for next week. But we have to finish up for today's lesson. Thank you very much for your questions and for all of your example sentences as well. I hope this was a useful kind of introduction into some workplace slang for today. And again, if you want to see some more, you can check out the free PDFs in the links below or above the video. But we'll wrap up today's lesson. We had a lot of new vocabulary. So please join us again at the same time next week. Next week will be Wednesday, February 27th, I believe. Wednesday, February 27th. Wednesday, February 28th. 28th. Okay, good. February, there it is. I wrote it down. I forgot. Wednesday, February 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please remember that's New York City time. Next week, so we talked about business words a lot here, but we can use some of this in next week's lesson. Next week is going to be about making, breaking, and changing plans. So that means that can be for business, yes, but also just like going on a date, like we talked about in the Valentine's live stream, or just making plans with your friends as well. So we're going to talk about, making, breaking, changing plans for next week. That will be next week, February 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday night, New York City time. So please join us for another fun live stream. So not so business focused, but we're going to review some points about plans and maybe introduce some new things too. All right, I am extremely late today, so thank you very much, as always, for joining, for commenting, for liking, for sharing. Very helpful, and I'm happy to have the chance to connect with all of you again this week. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your night, your week, whatever, and I will see you again next week. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.